Hey y'all, so some of y'all may know me from TikTok or you've been a subscriber, wherever you come from. My name is Taisoleil. I'm a tarot astrologer, and today we're going to be talking about numbers. Now, I'm not a numerologist. I know I want to further my study in it soon, but I do have a good understanding of what numbers are. So let's get into that. Today we're going to be talking about the number 1. One has a lot of connotations. The first thing I want to get into with number 1 is number 1 can be very ego-driven. The only reason why the number 1 is kind of ego-driven is because you know how when we think about people who do like the Olympics or they're in competitions, everybody wants to be number 1, right? That is because number 1 is solar ruled. So when people that are always number 1 and on top of their game, they are solar ruled energies as a whole. And that's because they kind of, when people win a lot, they always get in their ego. They're always like, I gotta be the best, I'm the best. And when they're not number 1, what happens? Their ego gets shattered. Their confidence gets shattered. A lot of the time when people do get number 1, they're very confident in what it is that they're doing and they feel like they got it on lock. That's why people be like, don't get too much on your high horse because you could easily get knocked down. Sorry, I was getting a little distracted. I get distracted by noise, so sorry. Like I said, when you want to win, you get in your ego, you get in your bag a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say don't get too much on your high horse, because when you get too high on your high horse, you can easily get knocked down. That level of confidence that we have in life comes from our solar rulership. It is not, people think that it's like a deeper connection. Most of the time it's not. If you're really not bothered by something, your ego wouldn't be involved and things like that. Our emotions are a little bit different from our ego. I'm going to put a clip in this video to talk to y'all about what exactly an ego is and what exactly an ego isn't, because I've created the derivatives as well. I'm probably going to make an article on it and I'm gonna put it in my description so y'all can have a reading understanding if you don't get the video. So cue the video right now. Don't know what an ego is? You've come to the right video. So I want you to write the sun glyph, the moon glyph, and a Venus glyph right here as well. Put a line of separation. Under the sun, I want you to write down things that you tell yourself to make yourself feel better and more confident. Under your moon, I want you to write down how you actually feel about the situation and how things make you feel and how you feel about yourself. And under Venus, I want you to write down your wants and needs. Based on your astrology, you can go through and write things down based on your sun sign, things based on your moon sign, and things based on your Venus sign. But what the goal of this whole exercise is to help you understand where your false ego is coming from so we can build a healthy ego for yourself. So this means having actual confidence because you're acknowledging how you feel and what your wants are, not discarding how you feel and what your wants are for the sake of your ego. So I hope that helps. So I hope that helped y'all. One, like I said, the number 1 is it's also Leo energy. So, Leo's ruled by the sun. It's also kind of where our heart lies. The sun is also where our energy is and how we keep going, how we keep, surpassing in life, what keeps us going, what's within us. The heart keeps us here. Our ego is our physical. You cannot get rid of your ego. That's actually a myth. A lot of people think that your ego is something that, you can get rid of it when you get spiritual. No, your ego is what helps you aware of when there's fear, when you need to step up. Why do you think when you look at the sun card and when you think of the Leo card, you think of the lion, you think of strength and terror? Strength has to come from somewhere. How do you get strength? When you're fear, and there's a fight or a flight response, right? So if you're in fear, you'll go into that mode of flight. But when you are tired of being scared, where do? You go into your strength. You go into your fight. That's what strength energy and tarot is. It's that fight energy. It's very, very important for your sustainability. I'm going to get into I'm going to show y'all how I do numbers. So like 111, 1111, and etc. we can get into that. I have to show it and write it out because otherwise y'all gonna be in my comments asking me what this is, and I just need to show y'all my process of numerology and how I do it. And I'll be doing this for each number as we go along to show y'all my process, and you can do this for yourself as well. So I hope that helps. And for one more thing, if you just want my personal interpretation, you can book me on Taisoleil.com. My Patreon, I will be trying to cover this energy in my patrons, and it will just be exclusive. These videos are as far as it will go. I will not be adding more to it. If you're still confused, I'll still link the one article on my site in my description. Other than that, if you have more questions about how it affects you personally, please contact me, and the notes will show you why you would probably need to contact me based on that. So now we're going to talk about numbers. So what I wrote down right here is, this is 1. So we're going to talk about the angel numbers, as you like to call it, 111 and 1111. So 1, I already told y'all, is equated to the sun. I'll add Leo energy as well. So I'll let y'all know, Leo in your house. So Leo will take over any energy that's in your houses. Leo in any house represents your confidence. Sorry, my pen. I just got this pen. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Leo is, anywhere Leo is in your house. So when we're doing 111, a lot of people ask me, Tay, how do you get things right? How do you interpret this? So what I do is I'll add 3 suns here. So, of course it's going to be the same number, so it's going to have the same planetary influence. But this is how I get this to 3. So we already know 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. Anything in numerology you're adding, you're not subtracting, multiplying, dividing. I don't know where people are getting that from, but that's not what you do. So 3 is Jupiter energy. All right, y'all, hopefully this pen works. So since 3 is the equivalent to Jupiter energy, we have to look at these 2 planets, right? The sun and Jupiter. So what a lot of people don't know is, since the sun is Leo energy and Jupiter is Sag energy, they're both are ruled by fire. Because these placements are fire ruled, this actually lets you know this. So if the sun is confidence and Jupiter is expansion, you'll realize that if you add the sun plus Jupiter, you'll get a boost of confidence. You basically get a boost of confidence. Also, what you'll realize about 111 energy, a lot of people say it's a new beginning, and it can be. It can be a new start. Number 1 is always going to be about refreshment. I'm not going to write that. I think I've talked enough or wrote enough. 1 is always going to be about refreshment and starting of something new and a brand new energy. But when we look at 111, we can't always deduce it that way unless that's what resonates with you. I always tell people to do this. So you always want to check where your sun and Jupiter is in natal chart. Always check where sun and Jupiter is in your natal chart. If you don't check where those are, you might not be able to click in what exactly is going on. So what you're checking is how the sun is aspect, how Jupiter is aspect. And when you consult with me on what a number means to you, I will reduce these numbers in this fashion and will check your chart. However, I use sidereal. I talk about this on my YouTube channel as well. If you want to know what sidereal is, please check my playlist of sidereal astrology. But like I said, this gives, if you see 111 a lot, this is a boost of confidence. It's telling you your new journey, which is 1, can be accomplishable, which is Jupiter, because Jupiter is all about exploration as well. When you learn to be confident, which is the sun, in who you are. So like I said, the 1 energy is a new start. Jupiter is the journey. It's a boost to the confidence. So life is going to give you a boost of confidence, and it will allow you to use this energy that you have in your expression. The sun is bright, it's expression, to do and accomplish whatever it is you need to do. However, if you don't have your ducks in a row, this can go bad for you, because Jupiter is not only expansion, but it tends to overwhelm and overdo this energy. The sun tends to magnetize Jupiter, and Jupiter will magnetize the sun as well through expansion. And they are fire driven, so it will just amplify that fiery energy. If you're somebody who's not really confident, I encourage you to work on your confidence. If you're already confident, do not do too much. If you do too much, your plans can go to a falter. It's telling you to take a step back and see, where is your energy lying? Where is your ego at? Where is your energy? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Is fear holding you back? If you're not a confident person, is fear holding you back from fighting? Or are you taking flight too much? Jupiter, and I want you to check where sun is in your chart. Jupiter is ruled by Sag energy, and it's also ruled by Pisces energy in traditional astrology. But it's about taking a look at what your goals are. What are your ambitions? What do you want to learn? What do you want to explore more in your life? There's something that you've been meaning to start on, but you haven't really figured out how you're going to piece these two things together. So you should always factor that in, because it could be a thing where you're doing too much. You have the energy and you're doing too much, but there's no understanding of what exactly it is you're trying to create in the first place. It could be a new beginning all you want it to be, but it means nothing if you're not actually making sense of the information, nor are you being confident in the energy that's being presented to you in the first place. You want to use this energy as a booster, not as a planner, just to start on something. But don't feel like you have to do everything in one sitting. Stage 1 is always stage 1 for a reason, because it's the starting point. So I hope that helps y'all. Hey y'all, let me know if the back page distracts y'all. I won't do it again in the next video. But let's talk about 1111 in numerology. So this is the angel number. So we're doing the same deduction, right? So if you see 111 a lot, we're going to see these suns. And I'm noticing these suns look like little people. So this is the sun glyph. Excuse me, it's getting a little bit smaller. We're going to reduce it down to 4, right? So if you don't know, 4 is Saturn ruled with an energy of Aquarius in traditional astrology, right? So now that we got into the 4 energy, what does Saturn represent? What is it known for? Saturn represents restrictions. I want you to keep in mind of this solar energy, like what we talked about in the beginning. So the sun is the confidence. I'm sorry if my pens are starting to look funny, but I don't know what's going on. So this is restrictions and confidence. It's probably because of my surface. This is confidence / ego / inner energy. So let me come back. Well, you can see it. All right. Also, I like to say that Saturn is lessons. I also like to say it's ancestors. I'm going to get another. Okay, I think I got it together. The reason why I say Saturn is connected to ancestors, I want y'all to check out, I'm going to link it down below, my ancestor article. I talk about Saturn. And on my Patreon, we'll be talking about Saturn in the houses. And I'm literally typing it up as we speak to post, because I've had it in my drafts for a minute and I'm ready to post it. So become a patron if you want to. Yeah, so like I said, we're going to do some reducing. So let's see what these have in common in some way. How do they connect? Let's get into it. So we're talking about the sun. Now we're talking about Saturn. So I said that this is tied to Leo energy. Saturn is tied to Aquarius energy. Now, I will say this. You're not always going to have derivatives like this, okay? I'm not going to say every single sign there'll be relativity. But when we get to that chapter, we'll talk about it, okay? So, these are sister signs. Now, a lot of people debate sister signs. I say this. Two pairs, an opposition creates a whole. We'll get into these aspect patterns very, very soon. I'll have it, if it's ready, I'll link it down below what I mean by this, because there's a lot of numerology within this relationship as well, okay? Like I said, if I have it, I'll link it down below and I'll let y'all know the sister sign had a correlation or whatever, okay? I'm just, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not rambling, whatever. So these are sister signs, right? Now, I love to say this, right? You know how people say Aquarius is always like, Leo is so overconfident. Well, Aquarius tends to be quote unquote egotistical as well. This is what an Aquarius does though. So where Leo is like, yeah, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, da 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 da. And Aquarius is like, I've been through so much in my life. I struggled. That's them low-key dry bragging through struggle. Because I'm not like the Leo who has it easy. I had it hard, and that's why I deserve all this. But they won't want to talk about that though. I'm a sidereal Aquarius, but they don't want to talk about that though. That's Aquarian energy. But let's get into the deductions, right? So like I said, one is the beginning stage. The sun is Leo energy. Saturn is Aquarius energy, right? So I'm going to put the glyphs so y'all can see. So if you're somebody who sees 1111 a lot, you need to build your structures, okay? Let me write that down too. I actually have a Saturn article I want y'all to check out as well. I have it. It's there. I'm gonna have it down below. I have a lot of articles, y'all. I don't play. I've had this for 2 years. This Saturn article. Saturn represents foundations. So, since Saturn represents foundations, you need to start building, right? If you're confident about what it is you're doing, you're ready to start. A house can't be built without a foundation, sweetheart. When you built the exoskeleton of something, why do you think Saturn, let's talk about it. So Saturn equals bones. When you think of a house, well, American built houses are built from wood. When you've seen a wood structure of a house, it's the exoskeleton. When you think of an exoskeleton of a house, it looks like bones, okay? This is because bones built the body, right? So if bones, I'm sorry, y'all. If bones built the body, right? If bones built the body and your heart builds the body, right? Your heart, remember I told you earlier that the sun represents the heart. So if the bones build the body The heart makes the body. This right here is the foundation of the first house, right? Remember I told you apply the first house as well? This is the application of the first house of, what is the house? What does the first house represent? So the first house represents the body. It represents vitality, right? It represents you. The first house is you. Your sun is your heart, but the first house is the overall body's condition. So, why this applies to the sun and Saturn? Your vitality, your body, your confidence is how you carry your body. This is how you carry you, yourself. This is how you carry yourself in life. So, build your structures. In order to build a structure, in order to build greatness in your life, you have to be confident. If you're not confident, you'll have people helping you, but this is what happens. I'm going to tell you what happens. Saturn is also authority. So either you take control over this or somebody will have authority over it, like your family may have had in your life, okay? If you don't have confidence to build your own structures, somebody will become the authority to what you should do. They'll listen to your ideas and how to make them strong, but guess what? When you don't know how to lead to the beat of your own heart, when you know how they say lead with the beat of your own drum, I'm going to tell you. Drum, the beat of your own drum is heart beat. So beat of own drum. Lead to the beat of your own drum. Lead to your heartbeat. Lead into your heart, your sun, your confidence, your body. Carry yourself. Not for the first house. I'm going to make it specific. Lead your first house, your confidence, to the beat of your own drum, your own heart, to build something. Take authority, or don't let nobody take authority over what you take authority over your own life and build your structures, but you have to be confident. You have to be confident. Spirit is telling you to be confident in what you're doing. If you're not confident in what you're doing, it can cause you to have people to have control over your life. This is what the restrictions come from. It's your lesson. Your ancestors are not here to dictate anything, but your ancestors help to let you understand the lessons. They help you see the lessons. They help you see restrictions that are going on in your life. That's why I was saying these symbols can be warnings. The ancestors want to let you know certain things. That's why when I was talking about even with 333, you can't overdo shit, right? And this is, like I said, you can break this down any kind of way. It all depends. I want y'all to look at your sun, your first house, and your Saturn. Where is those in your houses? What sign they're in? How are they aspecting? What does this mean in context to this? It may not even be in context to this, but something else similar along those lines or something different. However you see this is up to you. My word is not gold, y'all. I'm just showing y'all something and how far this can go. If this is what you care about, you don't even have to believe in this. I'm okay with y'all not believing in this. But since the people who want to know and care to know, I will let them know. So this is how 111 looks in my eyes. This is how I see it. In one phrase and telling y'all what this is. I want y'all to lead to the beat of your own drum. This is your heartbeat. You see why I can't make this a TikTok video? This is important. This is serious. This is what 1111 or 1111 energy means to me. I hope y'all enjoyed. I just want to clarify too, like I said, with this leading to the beat of your own drum and the heartbeat, your heart, like I said, is the sun. That's your confidence. So when leading to the beat of your own drum and the heartbeat, you need to be confident. That's what this whole saying means. The drum has a beat. You play a beat on a drum. This is your heartbeat. This means your confidence, okay? Everything, mostly all the time, has a connection. Like somebody I know says, all things align, okay? Take care of yourself. Before I leave y'all with that, I want y'all to also check out, I'm going to link all this stuff I'm talking about is going to be linked below. You just need to click on it and read it in my description. The first house is also the house of insecurity. I've been talking about this on my article on my Patreon. I've been getting into what your first house means as well, because the first house can also have a lot to do with this energy of one, okay? Since this has the energy of one energy, you want to make sure you're checking out your first house as well. I'm going to get into the complexities of that in another video of how I do things, because it's a lot, okay? I'm not going to say that my process is simple, but I like to take it further. You're going to learn that about me very, very soon. I've been doing this for a minute, so it's second nature for me. I don't even think about this stuff. So I hope this helps y'all. I hope you got all the information that you need. If you didn't, like I said, y'all know where to find me. See y'all in the next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that, because I will be making these. I love being on video. I'll be a little nervous, but I really be having fun. So thank y'all.